Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our daily show. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate for December 28th. Thursday, we've got football, we've got basketball, but this is going to be our picks for the NBA slate. We've got 8 games and some really fun matchups, so we're excited about it. The board's looking nice. Before we get into our picks, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code and they'll double your first deposit up to $100. They're just going to match whatever you put on. So if you do put the full 100, you'll get 200 to play with. Just use our code and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as we put these videos up, because a lot of these plays end up moving or getting removed entirely pretty soon after we post them. So just make sure you got your notifications on. And if you all appreciate what we're doing, if you don't mind hitting the like button, helping us build our channel, helping us get into the algorithm, it really puts us in front of more viewers. It's been working awesome lately. You guys have been killing it. So if you don't mind throwing us a like, we appreciate it. So let's get into these picks then. I've got 2 PRA props for today. And my first one is going to be the man who was the demise of my Clint Capella pick. And that's going to be Andre Drummond. I'm going to be taking his PRA. I thought about this for a while. His rebounds are actually juiced to go over at 15.5, and his points are juiced to go over. So I thought about his rebounds, I thought about his points, and then I noticed the assists. They only bumped it 1 from the points and rebounds together. And the more I thought about it, I just think this matchup against the Pacers, if Drummond is only getting rebounds, he's not. I don't think that the Bulls have a chance in this game. I think they need him to score as well. If we look at this over-under, we have a 240.5 over-under, and the Pacers are only favored by 2.5. That says a lot about what the Bulls have been doing to put things together. And we still have no Vucevic tonight. If we look at what Drummond did in that last game, he got 39 minutes. He went for 24 points, 25 rebounds, and 1 assist. They don't have his fantasy score available. Otherwise, I'd be curious about that, because he had 3 steals and 2 blocks. He just went nuts. It was awesome. He was 11 for 13 on field goals, and he only went to the line once. So that shows you that he was putting up all those points in the paint. And so the more I thought about it, I feel really good about his PRA as a whole. Even though it's less juiced on the odds than like the rebounds and whatnot. But here's what I was looking at. If you look at Indiana here, what they're allowing to centers, Indiana's actually second in the league now in points scored per game. Now we've got the Bucks have taken over that slightly. And Atlanta, who Drummond just did all this against, is the worst team against centers, but they're also 4th in points on the year. The Atlanta Hawks and the Pacers have a very similar build, fast-paced, high-scoring, not the best defense. And if we look at what Atlanta was allowing, 23 points, 15.7 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. And then we come down here to the Pacers, very similar, just over 22 points, 13.8 rebounds, and 4.3 assists to centers. So the more I thought about it, I just, if the Bulls are going to have a shot at this, they need Drummond to put up some points as well. If we jump over to Daily Grind, like I had said, the rebounds are the most juiced at 15.5. But I still just want a little bit of everything in this. We have his points juiced. We have his rebounds and assists. They're kind of the number that's set at 17.5, just because he may only go for 1 assist, or he may not get any assists at all. But if we jump down to his PRA, we actually do have about a 50-50 shot. This just moved. It was just slightly favored, but it's right on that cusp. So play what you want. If you're not into this play, then pivot, go with something else. But this is one of the plays I'm going to be taking. So we always like to give you the plays we're taking. Obviously, that's the whole point of the show. So I'm going to be taking Drummond for more than 33.5 PRA. And without Vucevic, we saw what he did against Atlanta. We have a similar matchup against the Pacers. He's had a full day to rest. So he's not coming off a back-to-back or anything. So I like him, especially, I mean, against, what's his name? Why can't I think of it right now? Miles Turner. Like, Miles Turner can't handle what Drummond's about to bring as far as like physicality goes. So yeah, that's my first play is going to be Andre Drummond. And then my next play is also PRA, and it was a similar situation. I was like into the rebounds and assists prop for Anthony Simons here. And the more I kept thinking about it, because his rebounds and assists are juiced right now to go over, the more I kept thinking about it, I like the PRA as a whole instead of just the RA. If we take a look at Anthony, so we're going to take him for more. Let's look at the over-under real quick. So we have an over-under of 233.5, and believe it or not, the Blazers are only favored by 4.5 points. I think that this is a really killer matchup. But, I think that the reason they have this spread closer is because Ayton is still out and Shaedon Sharpe is still out. But if we look at Anthony here, like his PRA, it doesn't, this line looks a little high. Like he's only hit it 4 times. So keep that in mind. If you're uncomfortable with taking it, then again, just, we're giving you the research. You make the decision on what you want to do. But here's what I love about it. We have the Spurs 28th in points allowed, 28th in rebounds allowed, 29th in assists allowed. And if we jump over to the point guard position, it's a little bit tighter, but still 29th in points allowed. But again, we said his rebounds and assists are juiced to go over with this matchup at 14th in rebounds allowed, 19th in assists allowed, but 29th in points allowed to the point guard. So with Ayton out and with Shaedon Sharpe out, I just like Anthony. Like if they're going to win this game, it's not going to be because he has a poor shooting night. Like he's going to have to score as well. And with how close he's been getting on all these other matchups, he just barely missed it against Sacramento by 1 point, where this line is currently set at. So I love this matchup for Anthony. I'm going to be taking him for more. If we jump over to DG here for him, again, they have the rebounds and assists juiced to the over. They have his rebounds juiced to the over. But they don't have his PRA listed. So this is just me kind of like doing my own sort of calculations here and looking at the matchup and just really liking what I'm seeing and knowing that he's going to have to score. So take whatever you like, but I'm going to be taking Andre Drummond PRA over for more, and I'm going to be taking Anthony Simons for more as well. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get into mine here, I'm going to be going with 2 rebounds props tonight. So to get me started, I'm going back to my man Valanciunas here. Shouldn't be a surprise to anyone because he's been a monster this year. He's got a little bit of a tough matchup ahead of him, but honestly, when they're playing against teams who are really tall and they rebound well, they use Valanciunas more. And I like him in these tough matchups. So we've got him against Utah tonight, and they are 3rd in rebounding against centers. They're only giving up about 10.5 a game, but he's been going over this against the toughest teams. He had 13 against Minnesota, he had 14 against Memphis, 13 against Memphis again. So he's been very active. He's gone over this 8 out of 10 games, and I just don't see him slowing down. When you watch how he plays, I mean, he's so aggressive. He does the one little thing that he does do that's kind of sketchy is he gets into foul trouble quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. But I think in this matchup, I think he's going to be okay. I think he'll get over 30 minutes, no problem in this game. So we just need him to grab us 11 boards here. It's not juiced to go over, so just keep that in mind. It's just a play I really like, and I've been going into it, and the well's not run dry yet. So going to stay in the flames with Valanciunas here on the rebounds. And then my last prop here, I'm going with Terry Rozier for over 3.5 rebounds. He's only gone over this in 5 out of 10 games, but he's got a very good matchup here ahead of him with the Lakers. The Hornets are still pretty banged up. They got no Gordon Hayward in this matchup again. Brandon Miller's a game time decision. Mark Williams is obviously probably not playing again. But with Brandon Miller and Gordon Hayward being out, I think he's gonna have to get busy here and help his team out a little bit. And 4 is just pretty low. And if you look at what the Lakers are giving up here, to point guards. They're giving up the 26th. They're ranked 26th in rebounds to point guards. They're giving up 6.7 a game. So Rozier is pretty aggressive. He can get some rebounds. So I like him to go over this, and look at even when he's not getting it, he's coming so close with 2 and 3 a game. So 4 is just not that many for a guy like him. So I like him to go over 3.5 here. If we look at daily grind here for his rebounds, it's about a minus 125 all across the board here, minus 120 with a 51% chance to go over. But I feel pretty good about these two, and short and sweet on my end. I just got 2 rebounds plays here. But yeah, that's all I got.
Great. So that's going to do it for us, guys. These are the 4 we're rolling with. If you're interested in checking out the tools that we use with Daily Grind, they have some great tools like the DFS Optimizer and the Correlation tool, which we'll be using tonight for football. They're really great tools, and we've partnered up with them. So they're giving all of our viewers 25% off if you're interested in checking out any of their tools for DFS and whatnot. Just use code BACKDOOR, one word, and they will give you that 25% off of anything that you purchase. Well, it's a subscription service, so they give you 25% off any of their tools for the first month. And also, if you have a Discord and you're interested in checking ours out, there's a link in the description of the video. And we'll be posting all the way up until game time, and we've got 2 more analysts in there as well. So there's 4 of us. We're always just sharing plays, and the whole community actually shares plays. We all just chat during the games and whatnot, and we usually will, like, depending on how we're doing, we always end up building out slips together for the later window games. We'll be mixing and matching and whatnot. So definitely check that out if you're into Discord and that's your type of thing. And we hope you guys have a good Thursday. Enjoy football, enjoy basketball, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.